Hello everybody, welcome on in. Sorry I'm a little bit late, the food bag arrived late today. Hope you're all doing well today. On stream 100 of Rookie to Roddy. Get in, we've got raised the bat for the century. I should have put my cricket bat in. But today, transfer window of Napoli. We made the move yesterday. Once City eventually just did nothing. So we're here at Napoli. We left Raul Batiste. Luis Enrique's now there. He's ditched Barcelona, which is very, very suspect from him. We're making our way through the pre-season and we've now got a better idea about transfers. So we've got a budget to spend today because we got to know the club. We started bringing staff in yesterday. Today, we're doing recruitment. We've got 64 million currently in our transfer budget with a wage of 425k, which on paper we could probably increase, but actually, given what we need, that might not be the case. I'll discuss it soon. And we've actually also got a backup goalkeeper who might be on the way out for 14 million. So it's going to get closer to 80 million. So we've got a fair bit of money that we can spend to try and make these guys, on paper, the best team in Spain. I'm going to get that wrong a lot. The best team in Italy. The best team in Italy, because currently I think we're behind Inter Milan on the season preview. We are indeed. So we want to try and get it as close to not being the case as possible. But hope you're all doing well. If you're on YouTube, consider leaving a thumbs up. If you're on Twitch, a follow if you want to, well, follow along for save. And yeah, welcome on in everyone. So I hope you're all doing well today. Let's get stuck into things. So we just played the one preseason game after we made the move yesterday. We're still in Singapore on our preseason tour for some reason. 5-1. We just plugged in the Batiste tactic with a couple of changes role-wise, but not a lot. We're taking on a lot of farmers in this preseason tour. Apart from buying away, that's really going to be an interesting one when we get to that. That'll be a good test to see just how we're looking. But I've filled out the squad planner, which I think is going to give you guys a better idea of what we're going to need. So I still think we need a goalkeeper because this guy's on his way out for 14 million. This guy, I don't mind his third choice. He's got enough potential. Like if we get 2 goalkeeper injuries, he'll do. So the Gunner will do a solid job. We can call him up from the under-20s if needed. We definitely need to buy a goalkeeper though, and I'd like to get someone Bellin Homan. Whether we can, I'm less sure about. We may as well touch on it now. So let's go over here. I did also just get some more players on our shortlist that would have been ruled out at Batiste, but are good enough for here. Went to the player database. That's quite handy for that sort of stuff. The players that you've already scouted and the reports have come in. So the likes of Garnacho are now good enough, which is a slight concern. Now, goalkeeping-wise, the guy that I'm waiting to get a report on is Matej Golab. I don't know enough about him yet with potential and star ratings, but I think he looks decent enough. He won't be as good as Homan for the first year, but I think long-term, he looks quite good. Love the aerial reach on him. Youngster from Benfica, relatively cheap. I think that's not a bad deal. Atlanta want him. Hopefully we can sneak that one off them, but attribute-wise, I think he looks quite good. So he's probably the guy we'll go with. The only real concern might be his passing. But otherwise, he looks really nice. Also, the 13 eccentricity is a little bit concerning. I'm still not sure if that's a good thing or a bad thing. It gets highlighted for the rolls, which makes you think it should be high, but then, yeah, eccentricity is always a weird attribute. Judith, hope you're doing well. So that's the guy that I'm hopeful we'll get a scout report on soon, and we might bring in probably initially as a backup goalkeeper, but long-term as someone who can take over home in his first choice. Go back to the squad planner. Right back, I am relatively happy with for Teo Neves, and then June if we really need someone. So we're pretty sweet there. Centre-back, we're not too bad. If I can, one thing I will say, so we'll go to our first team squad straight away. The homegrown status, right? We're not great. We need more club players. And we also need more homegrown nation players. If we switch this up and go to homegrown status, there's a lot of good centre-backs. So I honestly might look to get rid of some of those backup centre-backs a bit more than I was initially planning to. So definitely now I want to get rid of Ben Jones. But you will see there's guys down here. You've got Tullio. He's a DM, but still. You've got like a Tullio. You've got Paluzzi, who's okay value. Go down further, there's this guy from Juventus, Piero de Silis. Like him, young and not super overpriced and with decent potential. So if we could sell someone and get him in, that looks like a really smart move. So that's one that I would like to do. But in general, the homegrown nation pool, it's pretty expected for Italy to be fair, but is quite defender heavy in terms of quality. So yeah, that might be the spot where we do look to do a bit of damage in terms of that homegrown quota. I will just quickly check the club one, because I haven't looked at the club yet, which is not Italy, Napoli. Let's see if anyone pops up. No one. Right, what about the database? Because we probably, if there's someone around, we probably should consider that. Switch to Napoli, apply. Oh yeah, we are cooked. Okay, so yeah, we're going to have to get a couple of nationality players, and so centre back could be one, but there's a couple of other positions where we might sort that out. Let's just clear that for the moment, and also clear that too. Okay, back to squad planner, so you guys know what I'm looking for. But yeah, there's a couple of handy centre backs. So we might look to see. Monome's unfortunately just joined, so we're not. Ange brought him in before that Club World Cup, so that's a bit of a average move for a 31-year-old. Might look at getting rid of Mosquera just because of the homegrown stuff. Like, he's 33, he's good, but you know, he's 33. So Mosquera we might try and get rid of just to bring in someone homegrown. I like Galatalo and of course Leone, so we're not too bad there. Left back, I'd still like someone. Dordovic as a backup is okay. Torres as a starter is okay. I've got some options who might be better. So let's go over here to the left back area and go to competent. And I'll bring up my notepad I did earlier because I'm a nerd and I do it that way. Honestly, the best guy that we could sign is probably Michael Chiodi, because he's homegrown nation. And that would make a bit of sense, and he'd be good enough to start. He's probably more natural at right back, but he'd still do all right at left back. He's 33 though. It's not a very me signing, and he'll be on a quite high wage, which would probably reduce our potential transfer. But he enjoys big matches. He's got a long throw. We could go full Arsenal, obviously. So Kaido could be fun. The other guy who I was looking at a little bit was, if I find him down here, I don't even think he's got a rating. I just found him when I started to sort this out by like attributes and stuff. I think he's at Tottenham. He is. Fabian Edwards looks handy, and those two would actually be better than both our current left backs, including the starter. So those two are interesting. They're around a similar price. Probably he's the better long-term signing, but Kode's homegrown nation. So yeah, if we can only afford one, we'd probably have to go Kode there. But that's what I'm thinking. DM, as you saw before, there's quite a few defensive options in the homegrown. This could be an area where we make the most of that. Like Nakana is solid, and I wouldn't usually want to get rid of him. A little bit of a midget at 1.6. If Real Madrid actually want him for 44 million, that might not be the worst idea. Michelko is okay enough. There's a couple of guys who we could look at. We would lose some quality, but would get a homegrown addition. So that might be another area. Camacho definitely starts though. I mean, look at the value. He's, I think, one of the most expensive player at the club. Bit more of a DLP, but even as a DM, he's pretty nice. So yeah, he's obviously doing stuff for us. In the midfield, don't mind that when Diak's actually fit, which hopefully is going to be in time for the start of the season. Odrago's decent. Might need a bit of extra depth there, although Halal's quite handy, but just in the midfield, there's a little bit of a lack of numbers, and we've not got any quality in the youth teams. Like any spare money, I am buying young players, is essentially what's happening here. Young Italian players can get in the team, because we have not got good quality. They're the only one who's got good potentials on his way to Chelsea already. So, not great for Ange there. He's just ignored the youth. Right wing, I'm not looking at too much, although you could argue we should be. Left wing, we've got a lot of numbers, so we probably let that go for now. And up front, there's numbers, just not very good behind Rafael. So I think we still need a striker, especially if we do get rid of Varel, which we'll see. If no one grabs him, then he hangs around and does something. But goalkeeper, left back, striker, and probably a midfielder, not a defensive midfielder. It's probably what we're looking at. So, as I said, I'm waiting to see what the scout report comes back with for the goalkeeper from Benfica. Just looking at what we had available on my little list over here, I've got a pretty good idea about what we're doing at striker. So we might go put a bid in straight away, and it is going to be a Journeyman type striker. Because for what we can get, price-wise, there's not a lot of homegrown talent. Oh, did Shevchenko pop up? I didn't see him before. Hello. I should have checked you out. You could be fun. Dan, hope you're doing well, man. Welcome on. I should have checked you out before. Maybe I'll just do that now, just to make sure that I'm not making a big mistake with what I was about to say. Hold on. I'm going to go a bit nerdy here, as I tend to do, and make sure I'm doing a good sign here. But hope you're doing well, Dan. But we are, as the intro song from the wonderful Flow of the Concord suggested, getting into business today. And hopefully actually play some Serie A games as well later on. But before then, I want to just get the squad sorted out. So just bear with me here. I'm just making sure I'm going to get the right sort of player for us here. Let's go over there. Then we want to get his marking. There's a reason I do a lot of the comparing players off before a stream starts. I do get quite detailed. Right, he'd be a 3-3-1. What's that? Gonna rank. He's not too bad, to be fair. But is he homegrown? No, he's not. He's Portugal. So there's not really much point. We may as well go for the guy who's a lot older, but decent in terms of attributes and can help us out immediately. So I think for striker, we're going to sign Evan Ferguson because he's cheap and he's not broken old. Like, he can still move and do things. He's actually pretty decent. So I think he's probably actually a little bit better than Raphael, but we've got two like quite good strikers there that we can just, if one's not performing, get the other one in. Again, it's a bit high on the wage. It's like the Coyote situation. That might be where we do start to fall apart. But hopefully, well, we're going to get an extra 14 million for the goalkeeper. So hopefully this will make sense. So I think Evan Ferguson might be our first signing here at Napoli. Just make sure he hasn't been here. No, he's done the classic Man United move and they lost 100 million on him. That does seem, and PSG going to lose money on him as well. We might be picking him up here for a okay price. So I want Evan. Very keen. I don't know if you would start the majority though, mate. Yes, competition, Evan. I love the fact that you're willing to come here and be a squad player for 200k a week. Let's get Evan, and then yep, that sounds good. If we can get 13 million here, that's not too bad for a player of that quality. Let's I don't know if they really care about that stuff at that. I mean, to be fair, he's 32, Shaun. You probably could have left that in. Anyway, let's see if they'll take 13. 14, it's not awful. It's not awful. I would like to remove that one. Like 10 million's a lot. If he scores, let's just give a mental amount like 40. We'll give you yeah, let's just do 5 million for 40 and see if that just gets it. And if we can do that. 24, are you guys high? Right, how about 17.5 with that? Oh my god, guys, no, removing exclude. They do want a lot here, but it's not, a lot of that won't come out to future seasons. The other thing actually too is clauses. I need to check clauses here. We are going a bit over. Do we just go 19.5 and see if they're happy with that? Okay, yeah, there we go. Save money long term, but so we get him on the lower end. But Evan Ferguson, 19.5 million might not be too bad. So hopefully we get him in. Now, while I remember clauses, I think we've got some here. We do. So, Right, 1.1 million for a potential 30% of profit for this guy. Is he playing a lot? No. Do I want... Is he homegrown? No, he's not homegrown. He looks all right, though, as a player, actually. But 1.1 million. So that would be what? If he's 30% of the profit, so 1.5. So if we want to get 1.1, what would that be? Be like about an extra... Probably a calculator I should use for this. But 1.5. So 3 is like a double. So might leave that one for the moment. Might actually leave that one for the moment. Game, not FM. There we go. Right. Brooknoy and Cuffy, 2.5. Instead, I tell you what, I might take that. Get the extra 250k now. So let's sell that clause. Yes, get that one in. Okay. That's a bit more dodgy. Cool, that's fine though. Now 4.9, 20% of the profits. That's pretty much. They're gonna have to make 10 million on them. So, or wait, 9 million. Which they probably could. Is he playing a lot? He has been. Okay, that might be a good one to just let go there on DG comma. Lopez, 7.0. No, we will hold off on that one because we get 9 million long term. Felipe Alonso, that's right. They sold the good goalkeeper. Now 34 million of the pro. How old is he? Yeah, that's an awful clause. Let's not do that. Canale. I guess. Yeah, if we're getting one in August, that's pretty dumb to buy that out. Now that though, 4.5 million, 40% of profit. Is he good? I don't think he's that good. They only signed him for 550k. They will have to make quite a large profit. And he is worth 11 million. Might leave that one. Gutierrez. Hello, Miguel. That's not a lot. We'll just leave that. We do have a lot of clauses here, don't we? 3.5. Right, so 4.8, 20% of the profit. So 3.5, they'll have to make like, what's that? 7, 14 plus 3.5. So about 17.5. I suppose he could go for that. He's not playing a lot for them though. Nsangu. It's a decent hunk of money there. He's worth 20, but odd. But for a guy who's supposed to be a regular starter, he ain't doing a lot. That one's more tempting. Once we find it again. Nsangu, 3.5 now. We can do that one if we need to. Pellegrini, oh, that's 2 installments, 5.6. So what's that? 11.28. We lose $1 million. Give me that one now. Then that's very, very low cost. Give me the 10 million now, Brighton. Thank you. That's an easy one. That one will leave. And Valentin Carboni, 3.86. 3.5. Give me the 3.5 now. Thank you, Liverpool. We'll take some Premier League money. Okay, that will help out our transfer budget. We've just bumped it up by a good 15 or so million there. That's pretty much covering the Ferguson cost him a little bit more maybe, or less, but that's pretty good. I mean, a 32-year-old, a 23. He's doing quite well. But I guess he hasn't played, though. Maybe we sold him. Now it will change. Anyway. Ferguson, we'll see what happens here. Because there's going to be a decent wage he wants, so we've got to be careful of that. Thankfully, there's no salary cap here in Serie A compared to Liga. We know about Alberto we need to find another scout. Okay, this is sorry. So we're still doing this, are we? Tom, do you want to come in? Leipzig, you want to come to a team that actually wins stuff, don't you? Here we go. Right, thank you. Emerson, Tommy, please come in. Because I'm sick of doing stuff. Now, Ferguson, quick save too, because it's been a little while. We haven't got that far ahead, but that extra money, make the most of it. Right. It could be quite handy with some targets we've got. Definitely helps the Coyote situation. I think at left back he can come in and help us out big time, homegrown nation. And yeah, if we get that goalkeeper from Benfica, that's a good cheap option. So I don't mind that. Hopefully it comes through nicely. But here we go. He has the same interest in joining Barca. Mate, Barca don't have a manager, so good luck. Let's enter squad player. Yes, Evan, because we agreed to that. Thank you. Yes, thank you, Dan Booth. You've been very reasonable there. This is where it might hurt. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't want to pay you for appearing on the field because that's, your job as a footballer. We will give you some bonuses. So let's get that down a bit. You're 32 and you're going to be off the bench. Where are the awards? Where are those good old award clauses? There we are. Right. A little bit dangerous because Evan Ferguson in past FMs has actually been a contender for some of these, but I think at this age we should be sweet. 2 million if you win an award, Evan. How about that? Let's see how you go about this one. Suggest the terms. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3. Come on, Evan. Come on, we're getting close, Evan. There we go. 205, that's not too bad. When it's not too bad, we're paying you more than PSG paid you. That's a little concern, but not a lot. Okay, Evan Ferguson should come in as a squad player, which is a signing. I think that's what we put it down as. Now, we should have got some, no, we haven't got some Rex that will come through next. Continue. Okay. But a bit of Evan Ferguson alongside Raphael is a good little combo, I think, there. Another scout we didn't get. Awesome. At least we're saying the scouts now. We can get on. Sort by rating. There we are. Why? Yeah, you'll do. on a free. We'll get a scout on a free. That's probably a lot of a much easier option. There we go. Now, yep, that's cool. Expectations, right? I want to. Is that an average age? Seem like an older squad. Right, guys. I think we talked about this. Put in a strong league campaign. Challenge for the title, lads. Yes, good. I like that. Champions League. Let's make the latter stages. Thank you, Asan. And that's all I really care. You kind of conduct all that, and otherwise, and yeah, we'll just stick to that. Copper Italia can get weird with who we get drawn. Okay, so looking on that now. Hopefully, because we click continue, some stuff comes up. It does. It's Pereira. Looks okay. He's just quite pacey, actually. But I don't know if we want to use a non-EU spot on that. So, although it's probably a decent player. I've got to remember at quite a high level now. 3.5 star potential is still decent, but I was hoping we get a little bit more out of that. And transfer room in, I think that's about what we had before. Yeah, do I look at this guy? No. Okay, what's Honorati look like? Oh, not great. How's he an A- on that current ability and potential game? Goodness me. Okay, we might be good. Demartes is cheap and okay, but has a lot of negatives. Okay, we might just stick to. I mean, we're getting Ferguson in. That can't be too bad. Big Ferg coming in. Be a bench impact player, and that will be one thing sorted. What would be the next most? I mean, goalkeeper's probably the most urgent after that, but I'd like to make sure he's actually got a bit of potential, that youngster, if we're going to bring him in as a hopeful long-term move his way up to the first team over Homan. I'm getting Homan because one of the best guys we've got scouted at goalkeeper is actually the young guy that we signed from La Coruña back at Betis. But potentially he's good. Current ability is not quite so good. And that does feel a bit naughty going and pinching Betis players. Now, Nunez. You could be fat. We'll see how we go money-wise. We don't really need anyone. Although if you're a bit better than like a Ferguson, I don't think you are. I'll do a double check on you. Just because that might not be the worst idea here. For a little bit more money up front, but a lot less wage, that could work. He's got some nice attributes, actually. While I nerd the stats here like I do. How's everyone's Saturday for most of you, Sunday for me gone? Obviously a little bit disappointing last night. The Shanks didn't get up, but otherwise not too bad. Auckland have got a final next week, which the way some of their fans were going on about the women's Phoenix not winning, I thought was kind of hope they lose now, given they don't even have a freaking women's team. Apparently they've got a shit all over the club consistently. But yeah, it's going to be, I suppose, good. It's good for New Zealand, isn't it, hosting an A-League final, even if it kicks off at Australia time instead of New Zealand time. He's okay, but we're better off with Ferguson. I will make note of it though for him. It was like a 3-8 or something he was. But Auckland hosting an A-League final should be interesting. They won't get a better chance, you'd think. Now in Halley, yeah, you can get it. Hopefully someone gets you because you're awful. We just did that, didn't we? Under 20, sorry, right. Yes, right. Okay, this works. Because if we can get rid of him, I was hoping for a lot more. But he's on 250k a week as well, you got to remember. And it's more for squad balance. He's good, but he's 33. He's on 250k a week, and there's a lot of good young Italian defenders available. So we might just get money while we can here, especially in the final year of his contract. He has been performing well for us. That amount of money would sting a little bit. But we've got to actually have a squad that we can register. So, and Dean's as well. This could be fun times, right? View the offers. Hopefully we can get a bidding war going on here. So, oh, that's the wrong guy. But, I mean, the Liverpool offer's just better, isn't it? we'll do that. I mean, they've got money. Let's just try and get them up to maybe like an 8 up front or something, and we can work from that. Yep, okay, cool. So we can work from that, because what we want to do now is just get a bidding war going like we used to do. Oh, we can't offer them. Oh, why can't we offer them out now? Game. Why can't I offer them out for a different price? That stuffs up the plan. It still wouldn't be awful though. Anyway, Romanelli, let's look at all these offers because you're not very great. Not the cheap ones. Is there anyone who's paying him decent money who wants him to be an important player? Not really. Okay, we'll get rid of the cheap ones though and see if we can talk to these guys who are willing to pay more about... No, okay, well, you know what? We'll just accept those two then. Love how it changes the order of that. There we are. Right. And Dean's, while we're on it, that's a new one. They want to buy him. Yes. He's clicked the wrong thing. Dean's no good. Australian. Get him. Get rid of him. Let's have a look at this offer. He's worth... Give me 80 up front. Let's just round this up a little bit, guys. Come on. I mean, that one international appearance is not far-fetched here, actually. Yep, perfect. Okay, just round that up a bit. Okay, and then we'll get rid of the loan offers. You can go Bologna. Deans. Right, and that's a bit of money for us. And you want a wage? If you're quality, yeah, we'll cop that. Okay, so let's start to think about replacements in this area. So we've got an extra little bit of money. Do we just go for the guy I reckon's the most exciting here? Because it would be just a backup centre back. We could go for the in between and get Tullio as a ball playing centre. He can't jump. No, we can't get Tullio. So then I mean, how's Tabanelli? He's a little bit more wing back like. And that guy's like the same price as the youngster who I'm probably looking at anyway. Is the real exciting one. Like, hey, he looks exciting. Can we pinch him from Juventus? It's a bit of money. But to be fair, we did just get an extra like 15 or so million from clauses. And when you add in the 8 or whatever we are currently getting from Mosquera, that kind of makes up for this transfer. So this could still work. So let's ask. We're keen. Yep, that wage is all good. We'll still say that he's asking for too much wage, but if we can do installments here, that might be a crack. Try and go like 15 and 10 or something, or 13 and 10 over 2 years might be a go here, just to try and save some money. Not that we're short, but this is a little bit of a... we'll go 2. We'll go 2. Try this. Definitely on this case, not do the next sale stuff. Okay, it's not too bad to be fair, honestly. Get rid of that. And that's an extra 9.2. We probably only want to go up to maybe an extra 5. How about we do... I mean, be fair, it's going to take a while. 3 and 3. So overall 29. So it's a little bit over his value, but up front we're playing stuff all. They then want it to go up a bit. How about that? There we go. Stretch over longer. That works. Okay. Because he looks like the goods. Pirlo de Silas. Or de Silas. But that over 3 years, not bad, especially because we should be doing well in Serie A, and we hopefully can get a little bit of European money in as well by going a bit deeper than Ange has the last couple of years in the Champions League. But we'll go 4-1 and then we'll try and offer Mosquera out again. Sorry, Juventus, you've got to be kidding me. Why are we loaning back to you guys? You're a sort of contender, so no, that's not happening. You shouldn't have accepted the bid then if you didn't. Idiots. Right, because we'll use him off the bench. He's got potential compared to the other centre-backs we've got down there. He can develop for when we eventually get a bid that's too good to turn down for a Leone or someone when he's getting a bit deeper into his 30s. So, into the negotiation squad player. Yeah, if you're happy with that, then yep, I thought I might have to give you like a regular starter in a couple of years so I can cop that. And, oh, mate. Well, yeah, mate, you and me, okay, we're going to be great mates if we keep this up. Sergio and Pirlo. Let's not do that, though. I probably should do this year. Can we move that to 30? And I'm honestly not disappointed with it. Okay, you are. Okay, right. Let's try and get this down a little bit. You're still in a happy spot for me, to be honest. Yep, that's fine. And so I'd still like that, to be honest, mate. Okay, no, you're being quite firm on that, aren't you? 4, 1, 2, 1. Yeah, sure. You know what? Yeah, okay, you can have it after 25 games. You'll get to... Right, anyway, either way, Piero, hopefully you're going to enjoy your time here. Because Juventus aren't any good, mate. So you can come in here and win stuff. How have Juventus been getting on? Oh, yeah, that's right. They can't have been winning much. They've got Garnacho. They've got to be awful. Right. Says the guy who just put Garnacho back on his shortlist. But either way. So it's hopefully 2 players coming in. A good young one. And Evan Ferguson at 32 years old. Because backup striker, cheapish, given the quality. And I need to, when this comes back. Hold on, what's going on here? Do we not have room for a recruitment analyst? Oh. Why not? I mean, he's elite and very good and already at the club. He is... Yeah, okay, yeah, well let's cancel that then. For some... Okay. Something weird went on there. Now, transfer activity, that's where we're going next, and I want to find Mosquera. Can we offer him out now? No, what? A game? Why not? I was going to do a bidding war for him, and the game won't let me because it's stupid. Look at the clubs that want him, and I can't offer him out. Jeez, game. Let's maybe change this so they might. Is that going to work? Get some bids coming in for him? We'll try that. We'll try that. I don't know if it works, but we'll try it. I'm desperate for that offer player out button to come back in there. Because I reckon we can get a lot more for him. Right, we can't do this stuff yet, but very good to see that Deacon Bark's enjoying his new role. Now, other players we need to get rid of. Let's just check. Some of these guys. DX needs to go on rehab, so let's do that right now. Junior is not quite there yet. We're getting guys in. So the guys who I want to get rid of, he's loan. Is he loan listed? He probably shouldn't be. If he's getting close-ish. Let's maybe not have him loan listed just in case, because he looks handy enough. Now, the guys I actually want... Oh, someone wants Torres. So this could be interesting, because you can replace Kyoto with him, and then bring in the younger, better guy from Tottenham. Let's maybe see if there's not. Okay, we can always cheekily offer just... We prefer... Well, let's tell you what, if we get 34 for you... Let's maybe just... targets. Choose a club. Interested clubs. Newcastle. Thank you. Offer the player. There we go. We'll see if we can get that. If we get 34 for him, laughing. I'd love if we get that from Newcastle. Love it. All right. Yeah, now, what's our squad looking like for this game, actually? Leo's Gallet. No, you can't have Galatello. No. Yes, it's kind of happening. Okay, PSG want Mosquera. They have also gone for 8 million. Oh. I guess we've got to do that then. Why? Where is this? Right, game. Yeah, hopefully it's negotiable. Why does no one want to pay 9? Why does no one want to pay $9 million for this guy? Okay, let's maybe... I don't know how this works. Let's just try and milk it a bit. Right. Albanese, you can go. You're not very good. So don't care if you're here or not. And Kakacha, you're a little bit more potentially handy. Where are you on our ranking at right wing? I mean, for the moment, you should actually really be in the first team. So I might for the moment take you off the shortlist. I'm sorry, the loan list, and just keep you at the moment, just because we're a little bit light there. So we might just reduce and get you up to the senior squad. And that. There we go. Right. And is that going to work? He sort of does. You should be on this bench somewhere. Who's not first teamer at the moment? Pederzoli we want to get rid of, so we'll do that. He is wanted. Yes, transfer. I don't want to loan list you. You are not very good. So let's get you, and hopefully someone's going to buy you then. Yes, goodness me, yes. Get him all away from me. Palermo, I think it was. Yes, take him. Please take him. Don't want to sell Halal. This guy, I think, is a bit more sellable. He's probably the actual backup striker that I somehow forgot about. But he's not homegrown or anything, so no one wants him. Okay. He's just, he's just joined. I forgot about that. And Mosquera. Now, Jones, that's the guy I actually want to get rid of here. And no one wants him, apparently. Right. Game. I mean, I did. Okay. Sure, just try and get into Mary for him. Because I want to get him gone. Right. Cool. Player X. Larson. He's quite cheap. You go Larson. Homegrown Sweden, but we're into the shortlist, but I don't think we'll do a lot there. To Roses. Okay, Garcia. Now, he's from Lille, which we should be thinking about because they knocked us out of the Club World Cup. But he's a bit expensive probably for us at this time. Now, what's going off the goalkeeper? I want to keep an eye on this goalkeeper. But I was trying to scout from Benfica. I want to see if he's any good. Wait, why is it not showing me just the goalkeepers? There we are. Okay, he's not quite as good as I was hoping. He's got a little bit of potential, though. I think he's probably not too bad. He's not an upgrade, but there's not many who are a good age. Or a price, I should say. Like, for 8 million, probably not too bad a shout. And he's not, from memory, too far behind our current guy. Might just pull the trigger on Golob. If we hit the 60-odd million, we'd get like a McGinnilan or even a Neeson, who's guaranteed to get better, but the extra money is significant there compared to a guy who is a little bit of a punt. We don't need to be good right now, just in the future. There's enough about him that error reaches a... Jeez, tell you what, it's exciting me in places it shouldn't. Right, let's ask the agent. We're keen. Breakthrough, yes. Can we get the wage down? Yep, that should work. Okay, can we get 8 million? That'd be amazing. They want 12. Okay, well, how about... Am I going to be the stingy over 4 million? We all know the answer. Yes. Let's do 2. How about this? Nah, let's just... Come on, Freeman. Come on. Come on. Come on, Benfica. There we go. I knew you were good sorts. Right, 11 mil. So it's a little bit over his value again, but it's over 3 years. Part of that, so... Because I do like look at that goalie. Now, instead of coming for Mosquera, please be negotiable. Quick save. I always hate when the game crashes during the transfer window, so that's the main reason we're doing this. Same interest in Forest. Why? Less interest in Atalanta is great, but we'll actually make you. How does this sound, mate? You will be a backup. Yeah. I know. You should be excited. Jazz and Matej. The Eminem. We should be a tag team. Right. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll try and get you down a bit more. Right. None of that. I mean, you're a backup goalkeeper, so I mean, I'd like to do that again, but I reckon the game won't let me. We can't really give you any other bonuses, can we? We can do that and like that for. I mean, you're a goalkeeper. It doesn't really matter. You have to beat Junwoo from back at Batiste, and I don't think you're going to, but. Let's try that. 1, 2, 3. Okay, you want 35? That. Okay, they really want this like 5 games earlier, don't they? How about that? There we go. Right. So Golob should be coming in as a backup goalkeeper. Now that's please. Right. Yes. Give me 9 so I can work with those other clubs. Yes. Right. Here we go. Right. It's sort of working a bit. Backwards, but it's working. So let's... Oh, I did click the right one there, didn't I? Yes, I did. Cool. Now, can I please... No, game. Well, we'll bump it up even more then. But, geez, why does it not let me offer him out? Where's the... Where's this? The centre backs. Come on. Filter. Hopefully this works. No. Okay, cool. It's great. FM. So no one wants centre backs. Are you sure, FM? Just double checking this. There are no clubs that are looking. You see, you guys are all full of rubbish. I mean, you cannot tell me you wouldn't start for like a Forest or something. Yeah, okay, that doesn't work out. It should. Batista for a squad player. Interesting. They have good centre backs. Right, that's not working out. I should, but we've got a little bit of money, so hopefully we get a bit more. Oh, poor, are we going to spend 50 on the Nielsen? Are you joking? That would have been. I mean, he was supposed to be worth about 80, but still quite nice business. Right, Puma Pants. Yeah, you can't go to Lille. Yeah, I'm not happy with Lille. They can go do one. And yeah, transfer him in. Anything there? A little bit more, but is it anything of note? Not really. That writing we were looking, I don't think. Below Hansen's a great name, though. The new Batiste manager is Luis Enrique. He left Barcelona in the save. So he's gone and joined the club that's won the last 3 La Ligas to replace us, seeing as he could not end Barcelona's 11-year La Liga drought in the save. So he's turned his back on Barca, which is quite filthy. But yeah, Luis Enrique has gone from PSG to Barca and then to Real Betis, which I suppose shows the job we did there. Because that's a very interesting move. Right. Hopefully now we get a bit more interest in this guy. That's all loan though. There's just so many good Italian young defenders. So that's the obvious area to try and improve the homegrown status. I'm sure we turned down that Kakache deal, but we definitely will now. Okay, so we've got 3 deals on the go. We're about to play our second friendly. Yeah, oh, so Batiste are actually the favourites now. I mean, yeah, we'd already won 3 straight La Ligas. It was getting a bit, after a Club World Cup, it was a good time for a reset. Seeing as our boys bottled that. 6-1, so we're scoring lots of goals, so that's good. Albeit against a bunch of Singaporean lads, but even our, actually no, that's the other way around, Shaun. That's not so good. That's not so good. I mean, to be fair, our youth teams are absolute tosh, so we do need to work on that if we have the spare money. But we beat the local cricket club there in Singapore quite nicely. Oh, we are rich. Why is my budget only 70 odd million? Look at all that money. Oh, it's the complete opposite from Batiste. They're in debt. Look at all that money. Oh, how's our youth recruitment? How's our yeah, percentage of transfer revenue increase that, jeepers. What else? Networking. Little junior coaching as well, please. And yeah, they'll do. Try and do those. Man City never. Actually, I will cheat, but they never came back to us in that little 3-week waity. Oh shit! Next time we get a chance, once we go for this next continue. Oops. Okay, pitch size. So we don't really know what it was here. It's the maximum at the moment. Honestly, let's keep it current. Let's keep it current. Right, that was good. Canale. We can buy them back for 19.5, can we? It's actually tempting because we need homegrown club players. Although, where are we playing? He's a bit meh. He is a weird player, actually. Now I look at him. A little bit tempting, but no, we won't do that. Yes, this one. Right, you can go because you are very, 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 very bad at football. Let's just accept that, and hopefully we can get a. Can we offer? Yeah, we can offer the bad ones out, but not the good ones. Classic. Right, offer them out. Right, there we go. So, now Man City. Is it probably easier to check here if it's still there, or do they actually just take mental amounts of time to do it, or if they they're still just there. I mean, to be fair, we have still applied for the job. It could come back around, like, because it has happened before in the save. You apply for a job, and then about a couple of months after you've applied and you've joined a new club, it's like, oh, actually, we'd quite like you, because they've gone interim in the meantime, maybe. But oh my God, they're losing to Bolton. They lost a friendly at Bolton. What are they doing? Tyler, I was going to come and help you, Tyler. Let's scout you just quietly. But I was going to come and help you, Tyler. But like the club's not. Did they lose my facts? Like, what was it? Proper NZ football areas or what? That is a horrific result. Yeah, and they copped injuries to Duranville and Lem Martin, whoever he is. Oh, he's good. Oh, that's not good. Okay. Yeah, City. Oh dear. City, they're still not appointing a manager. City. Right, we've got a signing, but it's not an exciting one. It is a scout. And we won't look at him because he's a bit average. Okay. So there's something weird with that City job. It's like a tease at the moment. Oh, we've got people coming in. I think one of those is a player, I'm pretty sure. Yes, you can recommend a signing. You're a scout. Lovely. That should fill that up. And we've got, this will be our first incoming at Napoli, not Batiste. Shaun, get it right. So 16 million comes out of the budget. It's installments for Pirlo de Silas from Juventus. I should probably delay this actually now I've done all that until what's his name goes. So he's not coming in yet. We'll wait till Mosquera leaves. Speaking of which, is anyone else coming for him? No. Can we offer him out again? Yes, finally. Right, here we go. Now this is where the fun begins. Right. None of this. He's fairly free, so we don't really care. Right. Now, please let me do that more often, game. But we are going to sign that youngster as long as what's his name leaves. Especially because it takes them off Juventus. That does seem like very good areas from us. Okay, Gurla Manini. Is that for something else? Right. Oh, right. Okay, yeah, cool. No, sorry. Sweet. Now, here we go. View all offers for Mosquera. So, Inter can go do one. Now, leave me on the right player. Now, PSG probably have more money than. Okay, we'll accept that. and we'll tell Liverpool to go do one, and then we can hopefully, yes, it's working now. Okay, get back up to 11.5, guys. Yeah, now we're gonna get some coin for that guy. That's okay. That's okay. That's okay. Current asking price. That's cool. What do you want, mate? 8. Oh, come on, 9. Okay, 9. We'll get ready for 9. Eight, 9. But we will on you probably try and get a bit of percentage on next sale. Okay, so that'll be handy. We can get another young Italian centre back, and if that's the case, yeah, I think we're good at the moment. Do I go for a left back already? How much have we spent? If we Ferguson, hopefully that's about 20 mil. That's what, about 16, so it's 36, 40 odd year, and we should have the wage. I was going to see what was going on with Torres as well, actually, because apparently there was interest in him. Torres. Where's Torres gone? That was his name, wasn't it? Yeah, Cesar Torres. No one yet? Okay. 9. Go, carry on then. Save that left back one a little bit later. Hopefully. Just make sure I've got the spare wage for a Coyote. Actually, I do need to do the midfielder because we are quite light there, so we might get onto that quickly. But let's sort this out. So, PSG are cooked. Let's get rid of them. I don't want to sell to Inter if I can help it. So Liverpool can have them at the moment, but then I thought we'll try and bump it up by 1.5 just to get this going a little bit quicker. But this should get up hopefully closer to its actual value, which was like about 28 mil, not 8 mil, whatever it was before. Because weird FM things. Get the team bonding and stuff going in the pre-season. Make sure these guys like each other. Not an overall after the game. That is stupid, you guys. Why is there a team bonding that day? No, set piece routines. Let's do that. So I can do the team bonding then. There we go. Right. Just make sure these guys are going to get their recovery in nicely. Okay. And just because why not, I'll fill this out while I'm here. Right. That's cool. And offers for Torres. Okay. Because the thing is, we could get a better player cheaper than Torres, so I'm quite tempted to transfer list him here. Yeah, it doesn't look like he'd mind it. Let's see if that does something. Because there are 2 left backs who are better than he is. And one of them is younger, so we can get a good value for him while he's at a decent price. Get some coin in, that'd be quite nice. Now, yes, right. So this is a loan. He's not very good. We'll take that. That is for this guy, also not very good. Thank you. Yes, I'm aware of that offer. He looked a bit of an average sort. Right, more Mosquera offers. Lovely. Got to do the midfielder, Shaun. Remember that. So Inter, not... I don't want to sell to you guys. You are actually apparently a better team than we are. So 14.5, we'll just keep upping it. So it's definitely going to cover that other guy that we're bringing in. Individual training. Yes, let's do that for you. Otherwise, and the weaker feet. Yes. Cool. Right. Now, I was going to sign a midfielder because we're a little bit light there. So, let's just check that there's no one else that's been popping through here. Swiss right back, a English forward at Bayern, Williams Barnett, and you are at Batiste. Of course we know about you. Duh, Malaeus. He's a squad player there. And he'll probably do a decent job here, but he is currently non-EU. Spain's really quick at getting people Spanish, so one more year there. Could be a shout to pinch him, but the guy I want to get is, because we need an extra midfielder, I'm pretty locked in on that. I just got to find the name from my sheet over here. Just a second. It was, where is he? Where is he? There he is. Cosberg. That's the name we're looking for. I think he's in the Prem somewhere, and he's like 19. I want to say he's at Spurs. How did I find him earlier? There's a lot of names here. Right, let me just try and find a Cosberg up here. That's the one, Chelsea. There we go. I found him eventually. So this is the guy I want to get because as a channel mid, he looks quite good. At 19 out of Norway. So I should have scouted him, but I'm pretty confident he'll be quite high potential. So well, we can, and it's a bit of a big fee, but hopefully we will get some good answers. He's actually cheaper than I thought it'd be. There we go. Right. Let's try and do this in installments as well, Shaun. 20 up front. Add about, let's go 7.5 or something and not include that. Chelsea do not need that stuff. Okay, could have gone less, obviously, but you know what? Business done. Lovely. Just no mucking around. Right, what's going on here? Deans is off to Bologna, thank goodness, because he is a poor Australian player. Now I'll just get the soundboard so it's a bit quieter on these. And then Deans is gone, thank goodness. Right, we need to sort this. There's a free agent scout somewhere. There he is. Let's just sign him. Because getting sicker doing this. Okay, but the Cosberg offer accepted. Good time to save then. In case there's bugs and whatnot. So Cosberg is a bit of a squaddy. Actually, where would he go? It'd be quite similar to our second choice. It'd be very much a squaddy player with hopefully a good amount of potential, who can just get quite a bit of game time in the under 19 or the under 20s, I suppose it is here. But yeah, that works. Breakthrough prospect, yes. No appearance fees. We're buying you to play football, so none of that rubbish. Let's try and get that down to, you do want a high wage after a while, don't you? Let's try and get you down to 80. Because you guys do seem to just not want to budge on that sort of stuff. I mean, I suppose I'll give you, if you're playing in the field, you're not. Well, we'll give you bonuses, but goodness me, you are wanting. I get it because you think you're a wing back, but you're not. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, we'll get that down a little bit. I'm pretty set on that being 80 at the most. There we go. Right. Good. Right, Cosberg should be coming in. I think he actually looks really good in midfield. He's probably not too bad as a wing back either. He's very good as a wing back. He's a dual player for us, so that's quite handy. Just a general good all-round sort of Kimmich type. He's actually tall as well. He could probably do a job at centre back. Like his jumping reach is 14. You can hit the ball okay. He's a good all-rounder. I don't mind him. Obviously, we're going to try and sign him, but it could be a bit of a fun one. Could have more of an impact than you think. Do we mortgage? No, we won't mortgage installments anyway. Right. Any player X? No. So, did we ever offer, what's his name? Okay, we did, but no one's coming from at that value, interestingly, or it's too early. Right. That's fine, that's fine, that's okay, that's okay. Pizarro, this is one, oh, we're getting a lot more money now. I forgot about this. So 14 million for Pizarro, our previous backup goalkeeper. So this is actually quite a significant outgoing. It's Fyodor Pizarro. He's all right, but he's got no potential. So off you go. Cut our losses on you. Off you go, the former Young Boys lad. We barely know him, so we won't talk to him on the way out, but that should work out quite nicely. And injury. 1 to 3 days, we can cop that. It's all right. That's to a right back who we, in a weird way, might have just bolstered our stocks in that position. He's on his way out. Cool. Romanelli. Yeah, try and get an offer from somewhere. That's probably the right comment there. So what's our budget looking like now? 90 million. Oh, we are rolling in it. Right. Sid Johnson, are you a decent goalkeeper? He might be worth looking into. Why did you not pop up before? Why did you not pop up before? Okay, I'm going to have a look at this guy a bit more in depth. We're not talking about the cost of living crisis here just yet. Smaller, thank you. Right. So we want a ball-playing goalkeeper. We'll just see if he's better than the guy that we put an offer in for, especially now we've got a lot more money that we can use. One eccentricity is quite tempting because I'm pretty sure that's good compared to what the other guy had. So while I do the calculations in the background, just keep gnawing away the Kings of Leon. Uh, 29 in the middle there, plus 13, 28. 373, he could be really good, you know. Oh, he's nowhere near as good. Okay, never mind. We'll leave him alone. He is not nearly as good as the guy that we put a bid in for. Seen enough. Penalty for Man City. Exactly, mate. Hope you're doing well, Hugo. I think they might have caught one in the safe, to be fair. The way they're going in the Prem. Right. Oh, yes. Percentage of transfer revenue increased. Would have been nice if that came through just before the $14 million deal we did for Pizarro. Unwilling. But our youth teams are absolute shite. Chan Lok Fung, can you please give us more money? Well, I mean, yeah, but help me out, bro. Come on. Oh, that's short to the point. But we did get that. So 100%. Oh, lovely. Wonder what it was before. What's the deal here as well, by the way? Mosquito. Oh, did we never accept that? That's probably why that wasn't working before. That was dumb. Okay. We are getting there. Do we go for our... yeah, that's definitely not the deal we accepted. Right. Oh, yes, there's deals coming in for Jones. Come on. Right. We can get another centre back in who's Italian. They're not as good as I was hoping, but we can still do the bidding war here as well. So, you two can absolutely get out of the running. Cruz Azul and Sporting. That's a interesting mix. That's non-negotiable. Okay, get us back down here. No. FM. How about this? It's a lock. Okay, we're going to have to probably accept them both. I just cannot see me using this guy, so let's try and offer him out for a bit more. We can't. Oh, not this again. Awesome. Love that, love that. How's Mosquera? Can we do it for him now? No. Okay. And nothing yet, but that's still a lot more than we were going to get. Okay. So we've got 90 million. How are we looking at spending that at the moment? With our incomings, we've got about 20 on Ferg. I think it ends up being about 16 up front for this guy. So 36. That will probably end up being about 10. So 46 and 65-ish, we'll say. So 65, we've still got 25 mil or so that we can spend. And that's before the potential outgoings that we've got, which there's a couple of quite handy ones there. Should give us an extra 20, which is definitely enough for a young Italian defender. So I reckon we can now start to look at my left back options. Yes, that's what we want to do, Sean. Get there eventually. And I know he's a bit old and a bit in terms of a signing I should... He's homegrown though, so it really does make sense, this one. It's a very sensible signing to bring Coyote in. And I'll probably start him. The wage is the issue, but I think we can still afford it because a lot of those other guys coming in are on not a lot. And I think from memory, if I look at registration here, there's no cap. So we may as well. Don't have to worry about that La Liga stuff here. So if we can get Coyote in as a homegrown nation player, that I think makes sense. Okay, that's a mental wage. Oh boy. Oh. 300, that's slightly better. He wants to play games as well. He is better by quite a margin, I think, than Torres. Just double check here. Yes, so he should be staying over Torres, so that does make sense. He's 33 though, Shaun. I'll stuff it here at Napoli once. You want an immediate success. Right, let's try and get him on the lower end here. I mean, I shouldn't be looking at this. He's 33, Shaun. I know. Well, hopefully not 30 million, 300k a week, you mean, though? They want 22. We need some homegrown players, though. Otherwise, we really are missing people on their registration. What was the difference? Now I look at it between how many? It was a little bit. We'll go. I'm going to be a bit stricter here. Even then, I'm not sure about it. Nah, go do one. I'm not paying up that much for a 33-year-old. He would be good, and he's homegrown, but he is 33. it's 33. Let's go for the other guy. Where is he? He's down here. That makes a bit more sense. He's pretty decent as a wing back. And as a fullback, he ain't bad. So, he's no KO, but I think this guy would probably make sense. Let's double check that no one else has popped on the shortlist as a lefty back option who was potentially okay. Pereira. This guy's a lot of potential, but his current's not amazing. I think I checked him out earlier and he's not really on the same ballpark as the other lad. So, and yeah, Cody's Edwards, yeah. Graph. Did I look at Graph? Why didn't I look at Graph? I'll have a quick look at Graph. Hold on, people. He's a little bit on the older side, but also could be quite good. So while I figure this out. To be fair, his composure is not actually that important a stat. There we are. Right, so 12 plus 16 is 28 plus. Our position is a fullback, so we'll just figure this out. He's pretty good. He's pretty good, actually. He's almost as good as Coyote. He's only 21. This might be the guy. This might be the guy. Right. 27 to 40. Yeah, okay. The wage is a lot less though, so we're saving a heap there. Especially if we get it down to that. Right, this might be the go. This might be the go. Especially because hopefully Jones is now leaving. We can increase our homegrown players in the centre back area. So this one's going to hurt a little bit more up front, but hopefully we can still do it. We'll try that up first. Go to the lower end. Okay, not bad. I would still like to go. So they what close to the 40. Free. Let's go 8. 8.25, just so it's even numbers for you. Come on. Okay, probably could have gone a little bit lower there, but hey, that's not bad. If we get Junior Graph in, that could work quite nicely. Is there anything I should have been wary about with this guy? Okay, his potential is not quite as good as I was hoping, but still. He's got some nice stuff there, so let's hope he'll do a good job at left back and it would actually start over Torres. And as Mo Salah, the legend, rightfully pointed out, yes, he's 12 years younger than Coyote, so that makes a lot more sense. Right, quick save. While we're going for all these contracts and stuff. We're managing to do some decent business while staying EU at the moment, which is quite nice. Because you're only allowed a couple of non-EU transfer spots. Right. So let's try and make sure this guy will start you, actually. I'll just keep you as a regular starter, because I reckon, you know, that potential's only so-so. A little bit. I can't. It's interesting, right? Because I'm at a really horrible time to try and watch the games here in New Zealand. But I tend to agree with what he was saying the other day on put on that social post, the Egyptian king. I presume that's what we're talking about. But yeah, I tend to agree. From what I've been seeing of them when they do play their late games occasionally, it's not good, is it? It's really not exciting at all to watch them, which is kind of mad, given what it was back when Klopp was there. We might just leave that. Yep, right, 54. It's a lot cheaper than 300k. So yeah, I tend to agree with that, seller. Right, graph should be coming in. So that's probably good for the moment. And then we'll see how things go. We've got that transfer on delay for the guy who's going to come in for either... Oh, Jones got injured. 1 to 2 days. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, but he's one of the guys to try and get rid of. And that's a guy who's actually quite handy to have around. Is anything going on with Mosquito? No. Oh, we couldn't offer him out. That's right. We still can't. Okay. What about Jones? That's right. It was happening with him too, wasn't it? Transfer status. We've tried up it by a mil. How about that? And okay, we've got some Rex, the guy that I was initially looking at, but yeah, we looked at him. Okay. Oh, here we go. Right, here's a good signing. And we'll lock this one in because we need it. I loved Alonso, but Chelsea have got him, so I've actually got no idea now. So that's the awkward bit. But even Ferguson, he's 32, but he's pretty good, honestly. I think some of those attributes might have dropped since we started looking at him. But for what we need, he's gonna give us marketing revenue. He enjoys big matches. And he's usually pretty decent at FM, so given what was also available up top, with the money that we initially had, for that price, there was not a lot of other great options. So, I mean, we looked at Shevchenko. Ferguson was clear. Same with that Nunez guy. Yep. Yeah, we're pretty stoked with what we've got. Oh, geez, some of those Italian youngsters we can pinch if we've got spare funds. But yeah, I'm pretty happy to go with Evan here. He says as he looks around. Yeah. Do it. Just do it, Shaun. Just do Evan Ferguson. Right, Evan Ferguson. We played the noise. In you come. First signing at Napoli, Evan Ferguson. Of course it is. No one wants Jones. And their big name signing, boost shirt sales. Get that money pumping into the club. It's not really my job, but I'll help them out. I'm supposed to be the manager, not the marketing team, but I've helped apparently. Okay, right. Speak of the devil. So when I did the thing, because we resigned from Batiste and that stuffed up the Napoli offer, as well as Man City, which as it turns out never happened anyway. Slot took over at Batiste in that one, so now he's going to get the Barcelona job. So he's left Bayern. Oh, that's looking a bit worse now. He'll be solid. Oh, sure. That might have been a mistake. Okay. Well, we can do the registration later. Let's just welcome him in. He's a backup striker. It's fine. If we can get him to Saudi in 1 year, when we get some more scouting done, that's perfectly fine. Perfect. Right, Evan, in you come, son. No one wants Jones. Oh, mate, really? Oh, yeah, Atletico Madrid just put an offer in. But upping the shirt sales. So there's some method behind the madness. Yeah, I've got to reject that one because it's less than the other offers. Yes, you can go. No offers for Tolles. And no one still wants them, okay. And now, right. Has this worked? It has. I go to the right. There we go. Right, that's why we get confused. How about Jonesy? Can we get this up a bit more now? Yes, we can. Lovely. There we go. Right. Martin Bell. Right back. Oh, you're quite a good right back. We know about you, though. Quite expensive. That's fine. That's fine. Right. Preseason. We need to get some guys fitter. The big Ferg, you can come on here for... who do we need right now? Someone to go as a... Well, don't have a backup goalkeeper. That's probably a good start. And it's just probably a good sign to get up our under 20s guy at the moment. Reports. You are the guy we want to call up. Where's the goalie? There he is. Right. You can go where Jonesy is. We'll switch you and Ferg around because that looks a bit more normal. And you're listed, you're injured and listed, and you're under bid. So we're pretty good there. Just the fact that Neves is coming back tomorrow. Hopefully it'll be sweet. We'll just remove him from the position. It's probably easier. Okay, and who actually does need game time? That guy at striker. Sure. Forte at right back. Yes. Kache, we don't have a lot of right wing options currently, so you can get a run out there, son. Raphael, you actually need a run up top, so... No, we've got a lot of people who need a run up top to be fair, so that's not going to work. Leone has gone down, so let's get him a run. But yeah, I think the squad's generally getting there now. Yeah, that'll be fine. Let's go with that team. But yeah, I don't know who would come in to replace Slot now that Alonso's apparently locked in at Chelsea. 16-0. Right, I think this tactic works here. No, we're not playing a lot, but still, goodness me. Can't be disappointed at a 16-0, can you? Right, well, can we get one of you guys up to 8? No, we can't. Okay, that was a shame, but Girona, old Spanish friends, you might get a Welshman. And now we can try and bump this up again, so it's starting to work. As long as they accept the offers, that's the other thing we got to be wary of. But that is a scoreline. Goodness me. Now we should probably take this next one a bit more seriously, friendly-wise. We've got 3 friendlies left before the start of the season. Hopefully we'll get a Serie A game in today. But we were doing bits of business still. Okay. Annoying. Yeah, that's what was the AXG? 8.6. We might have some good finishes on this team, which is a change. Oh, I've pinched them from Bayern, have they? Right. Sure. I think that makes sense, Tonelli. So Bayern are favourites for this. This is actually a game where we're underdogs going into it. And why is there... Oh, I think we did that, so that's okay. So for this next... Where's my quick pick best team? There it is, but Junio's still out, so we need to go with not Kakache, Lopafedor. We want to get some other guys in here like Big Ev, Kakache. That's pretty much it though. Obviously the goalkeeper's probably quite handy as well, Shaun, to have. Now, who else am I trying to get rid of here? I still want to get rid of you, actually. But no one wants him. Apart from Atlanta, but they're not doing anything. And we want to get rid of this guy, because he is just awful. Let's try and get rid of Van Halley, and he's under bid. He's handy enough, so he's probably the guy that we want to put on the bench here. Sonati. That can be our team for this game coming up. Put a good team out and hopefully get the job done. Apparently is wanted by a couple of clubs, Torres. No one wants him, no. Might take him off the listing. But we'll do that. Okay. Luz. Who's Luz? That must be a staff member. Yes, scout. Okay, cool. And a player. Oh, that's much better. Cosberg comes an extra midfielder. So we're down to 50 million budget. Hopefully I've got this right. But yeah, 50 million. Adnet Cosberg comes in. Should be a good little midfielder option. And can also do a job at right back as well. So that's just a handy versatile player to have. The 19-year-old with very good potential. That's looking like a very nice signing. Where's our actual backup goalkeeper? Why is that one taking so long? The guy from Benfica. When's he coming? No, we will not do that. Alright, but he comes in and looks very handy. So, gonna initially train him up as a centre mid on that channel mid, but he can pretty much do anything we want. Great bench player. And we actually want to get him out the youth team just quietly. Although, we'll put him in the senior squad for the moment. And yes. There we go. Right, we've got money. We can do those courses. And there he is. So, who's a bit so on this? Shelko. June's a bit. Yeah, so we'll get June off the bench. Nakana, I was looking at. Is someone going to buy that guy? He's not bad, but he's worth quite a bit of money. And nothing. Okay, cool. We won't worry about that yet then. Right, what's going on then in these other areas? Yep, okay. Of course, Slot's trying to buy his former players. Goodness me. This is going to be an interesting time to take buying on, actually, if they've got no manager. I thought it was going to be a good little tester here at the start of the season, but maybe it's not the right timing for that. Might have muttered us a little bit there. Speaking of muttered, my face is going very orange. Just a second. Hopefully that's a little bit better. Yep, that's better. Okay. Right. What's going on with some of these incomings? Yeah, Cosberg, very happy about him. All right, we've got TV games in Serie A into favourites. We are second at 450 with a lot of deals to still come through and go out. Kristank. Forgot about that was yeah. If we didn't sign him at Batiste, he would have been very good. Oops. Oh well. And train. Can we praise our guys yet? No. Okay. So with our deals, incomings, these are still happening. Apparently, he's just chilling for whatever reason. And graph. So yep, we're just sitting here. By the duck or the bear, waiting for players to sign away. Right, training, that's fine. Got that next week sorted out. We've got Ferguson and Cosbergen so far, so I suppose. Still second, but hopefully a few more of these guys that we bring in are going to push us a bit closer to Inter. And then our managerial skills will get them over them in Serie A. Because, you know, we're so good and stuff like that. Hopefully. I mean, we won the Liga 3 straight years and we weren't Barca or Real Madrid, so we hopefully can do it here. Oh, Tigres have come back in for Jones. Okay, how much? 6.75. Where are my offers at for Jones? Mr. Jones, cool. No, that's not enough, guys. So, nope, and still looks like, did I offer him out? No, poor work, Shaun. There we go, so Mosquera. Get him going. I think we did do Jones, though. Yeah. Can bring that down a little bit, maybe, if it's not working how we were hoping it would. No one wants Angelini, please. Mate, just how old are you? 20. Someone just get you off my books, mate, because you are no good at all. Right, I've got a few players who are nearly back from injuries, but for the most part, the first team we can actually put out here against Bayern. So we'll see how the Arseman gets on against a decent team. With our ever so slightly adopted Batiste tactic. Adapted, not adopted, but still. 3-2. And Raphael. Striker got injured. That's not ideal. Right. It's not horrific. Oh, we absolutely bottled it too. Goodness me, ass man. I hope you did some subs. Yeah, we lost that. Okay. Bit of a bottle job, but bit of a bottle job. Goodness me. Jeez, guys. Okay. Who was doing that? The fitness. We lost. Oh, guys. Okay. Might be a bit of a calm down there. So, Big Ev needs some fitness now, clearly. It does bring Varel back into the mix a little bit, even though he's listed. Okay. But we can just rotate this team a bit more for the last couple of friendlies. Hopefully we get some more players coming in too. But that's a shame. I lost to Bayern, but it could have been... At least we kept it respectable, and not sure what they would have done there sub-wise either. Right, he's on his way out. Cool. You've got no potential, so let's just try and get some options after that, mate. Lazio are now after Jones. We are not going after Chevalier. He is old and washed. We looked at him at one point at Batiste, and that was like about 2 or 3 years ago now. Back when we were trying to fix the goalkeeper there, which, as it turns out, actually made us go backwards in the Champions League. Right, here comes our new goalkeeper, Golob. A new backup goalkeeper. Shouldn't get too excited. And to see it... Oh, wait. Okay, we're going to sign Golob. We are still waiting for guys to depart. We can still probably afford it, though, so maybe we should just do it now. With Desilis. Well, we got transfer in-wise. We have got that one that we just confirmed. Graph's going to be about maybe 30 up top. That's going to be, what, 16? 46. Oh, we might be pushing it, actually. We probably should get... We'll delay it again. We'll delay it again just to be safe. We need to at least get rid of one centre-back before we bring him in. As annoying as that is. That's cool. We really should have done better there, but that's cool. They seek him, but they're not bidding for him. Awesome. Cool. Is he any good? No, he should not be on our shortlist. Okay, let's get rid of Ben Simon. 2 first names is the last name. Horrific. Tonali. Yeah, you're kind of handy, actually. Where are you on our squad planner in these positions? He's sort of behind a few, probably in both areas. So let's maybe view these off. View the offers. Get the most money we can. And is there a difference for you? Yeah, you're rejected to the contracts. That's okay. Samarco also apparently is wanted, and he's not very good, so they can take him. Okay. But we'll delay to see us bring in the goalkeeper. So that's good. We've got our goalkeepers all sorted out now. Golob, and you come, son. You look like I think you could be quite handy. A little bit better than maybe that those star ratings suggest for you. A little bit eccentric, which is a touch of a concern. But in you come, and this guy here, Vigano, down you go again to the under-20s, mate. No disrespect or anything, but we should get that guy instead of Varel. That's probably a smarter idea. But just let's make sure that the actual backup is in the team while you develop. But he'll do a job, I reckon, behind Homan. And if we can upgrade on Homan at some stage, or if he can usurp Homan, that'll be ideal. So hopefully that's going to end up being a decent, cheaper option. Right, affiliates and stuff. How's the recruit recommendations? He's only average. He's a bit pricey for what we can afford. We know all about him, but he's now too expensive because we signed him at our former club. Your handy players, but quite pricey players. Oh, he's a good-looking centre back. Togo. Probably should stick to the Italians. It's quite a strong area. Now we see a good young 20-year-old, although he's not quite there, is he? So, Capella, and we got, okay. Been waiting for a good young striker to pop up and make me regret the Ferguson thing, but at the moment it's not really happened. Okay, we are not going after Chevalier. Goal. Right, have we got bid? We might have a bid for someone. Recovery. Yeah, we got. Okay, so the Ferrari has done something. There's interest in people, but the only bids are coming for Tonelli. That looks about right. We'll accept that. In coaching. Yeah, we'll do all these weaknesses. Sure. Okay, sure, and yep, that sounds all right. I'll sort the penalty takers out eventually before you get into a game where it matters. And right, Pederzoli out. That's actually a bit of business I kind of forgot about, just because he's not very good, but it is a sale. Lorenzo Pederzoli out the door for 275k. More of a wage saver there, but he is gone to Palermo. Fiorentina are chasing a swear word, Foucault. But there we go. Pederzoli's gone. Yeah, we got a good amount for him, given how poor he is. Ishimwe is off. Is he another Australian? Goodness me, we've got a few. Ange did populate this with Aussies who are not very good. But let's get a contract somewhere else. You can go back to the A-League probably, mate. Is what's happening with you. Last week of pre-season, then we've got Torino away on the opening day. If we get that far, hopefully we do. Because we've got all but maybe one signing in the works. If we lose both Jones and Mosquera, we probably will go and get another Italian centre-back, a young one. But if that is the case, the options are limited, so it shouldn't take us too long to figure out who we're getting. Right, these guys can get. Wait, you're still injured, aren't you? We're not. And so are you, and you can play for those guys. Put yourself in the shop window. A lot of people. Okay, Inter have now gone for Coyote. 22 million, going to 28 for the 33-year-old who we looked at. Right, Casali. Where is he on it? Is he in the mix or not really? No, he's well down the pecking order. We can get rid of him, I'm pretty sure, so we'll accept that. Now there's a lot going on here, right? Why did we accept that one? And sure, we'll accept that. Now Samarco, we'll reject that one. And we should reject all those. Right, hopefully that's that done. And we're right, Mosquera's on his way out to Liverpool. We didn't get as much as I was hoping, but it's still going to be enough to cover the guy coming in from Juventus. So that will work quite well. And Graf comes in, a new first choice left back. Junior Graf. So that's 27.5 up front. He will usurp Toles out at left. It's pretty similar to Coyote from what I saw, so actually pretty decent at 21. Might have stuffed up the calculation, but hopefully he's good. So that's a nice actual first team impact signing. We've made many of them in this window. It's made more squad players just to boost our depth. But that is one that should impact the first team. Which leaves the guy who we're delaying because the deals that haven't gone through yet. So let's get him inducted and whatnot. He's partially injured. 2 days, so we can get him straight away on training and general rehab, but we want to sort him out in his role of a wing back, which does a bit of full backing when we don't have the ball. But thankfully he's sensible enough to know that's his job, and his value's gone up, which is nice as well. So Torres would drop down to the bench for this guy, although not for this game, because of course we need the fit guys. We might give Golub a run for this one. And then the last friendly will go back to a strong team. Who else needs a run? Big Eve probably does need a couple of runs. Cosberg, do we give him a cracker? Might not be the worst idea. Go Cosberg. Outright, we're a little bit light still, so we'll give Kakache a run. Monoman needs a run. Both our centre backs are a little bit cooked. Anyone else down here who's actually a first? Not really. We'll give old Sung Jun a run as well. And centre back instead of it right back. Nebius is not too bad. Yeah, I think that's the team we'll go with for this. Benson out left is probably not a bad shout either. Remembering that a lot of the first team sort of guys will play the next game as well. So we might just chuck Nakana out there and DM. We don't really have that playmaker yet. So that could be an excuse to give the other lad a crack one. Where is he? Halal, there he is. Yeah, Halal can go in the AP and we'll just see. There's not a lot of difference there. But we'll chuck Cosberg as AP. Right, that's the team we'll go for this next friendly. Bit rotation-y. Could have put Cosberg at right back to be fair as well, but we'll go with that. Right, let's view the offer for Casali. No, compared to the other ones. That's what I want to see. It is not as good. So let's turn that down. And Basinga, who is a young, not very, yeah, they can have him. He can develop. Yes. Development advice, we'll sort that out later. And just the normal bonuses should be sweet. And who's still failing the fitness test? Yes. Okay, cool. Junior, is he on rehab? Oh no, that was poor from me. Because he should be close to being back in as an actual starter. Either right or up front. Now I think of it, we probably could have gone for a right winger instead of a striker. Oopsie. Might have been a smarter way to option than bringing in Ferguson. But anyway, 18-0, back on track. How many did Ferguson score? Curiosity. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Going down. It's just a 5 out of the 18, it looks like. Cosberg got man of the match. So that's good. Right. So we go best, but these days, Graph hopefully starts. Should be fit for that one. And we've got Ferg up top because he needs to be playing, and we'll sort the rest out when we need to. And Junio will not be available, but we'll sort that out close to the time. And Jones is going. Right, that's going to give us a chance to bring in that centre back. He's on his way as Samarco. We'll just tell him to open the shop door. And Jones off to Girona, finally. Getting rid of him. He's not a bad player, but we just need to free up some space for local lads. So off he goes. 7.5 million coming in while we are here. Let's try and get this one done now then. Can I not ask for confirmation? Okay, that's weird. I thought we could. Okay, we still have to wait for confirmation, which is a shame. But Jones is Gonski. It's probably going to be where they reckon probably done a pretty good bit of business there, but he's just wouldn't have done a lot for us. They haven't registered him either, which is quite hilarious. Geez, there's all sorts of goal scorers there. Mentoring, yes, well, that's your job, Marco. So please sort that out yourself instead of moaning at me about it. Are we still missing some staff? How? A PA and a physio, is that it? Okay, let's get this sorted now. We need a PA. You're a free agent. You'll do. You'll definitely do. Have you been at Batiste before? Because that would make sense, because that would be quite handy if you were, because then I know you're good. There we go. Right, PA sorted. He has been, yeah, he was at Batiste, just doing recruitment. And it was a physio, wasn't it? So let's do that. Physios are important. And try and do outstanding if it's possible. Now, who is there? Any free agents? There it is. Outstanding physio. You'll do. You'll do. Take the 3.5. Thank you. That should be our staff. Done. All going well. Is there a coach missing? Oh, there is two. I'll figure that out later. Anywhere we're weak? Doesn't look like it. There's no real weak areas in that coaching group. Oh, and I wanted to get rid of that lot too. Let's just find a coach then. Any sort of coach who's a good, well, who's good at coaching. Very good. Right, this is going to get difficult because. Right, who's got the best rating? You're a free agent. Alejandro Gamaldo. You're not a dodgy person, sorry. There's a few of those around these days. There we go. Right, that'll hopefully fix that. Okay. Just double check and make sure he isn't. Yeah, he's fine. Oh, we need to get rid of you. Okay. No, we don't. It's already been auto banned. Okay. Sweet. Awesome. That's good. Rick's coming in. Not good ones. He's gone down now, code 8, so that's good. So we probably need to line up an extra centre back actually now that we know that what's his name is going out. So we got one more transfer to do. And I think we're pretty sweet going to the start of the season. We'll see if we get there today. We've got 20 minutes, so it's a bit touch and go. So you definitely want to do this as the homegrown nation guys, because there is a lot of them. So we can go, he's a bit expensive if we're being honest. There's a couple in here who are just like cheap enough to be worthwhile. His jumping reach isn't great, but everything else looks quite good. That guy from Modena. There's this guy who is a bit taller and honestly just a bit better in the air. Leitag. Or we've got a guy at Inter, which does mean he's probably going to cost us a fair bit more, but I mean, his passing's horrific. That's the only issue of him. Okay, I did think there was more. How are we looking actually in our squad now? If we go to the homegrown, we've got one, so we've got 3 trained at club, so that's handy, although Kakache is a bit of a stretch, and we don't really want Anhali. So 2 trained at club, 3 in country with 1 to come, so get 1 more, that'd be quite nice, because we're trying to get rid of Varel. So, I mean, we've got 1 more who is trained, yeah, an extra one. Just on the safer side would be nice. So, of these ones, the really young ones who can play mostly for the under 20s, but then make their way out when they need to, he's, yeah, apart from his passing, pretty good. He's pretty close, and at 17, he's probably a good shout. And a lot of good clubs on him. A lot of good clubs on him. Giuseppe, Freitag, not bad at all. Sort of lean between these two. He's a C+ apparently, with poor technique and very one-footed, which is a slight concern. He's a bit more expensive too. This guy might just be a bit of a free hit. There's not that many cons. We'll go for the really young guy, if the game lets us. There we go. That's cheap as. Yes, yes, yes. Thank you. If we can get him for 800k, scenes. Try and get rid of that, but we'll see how this goes. They feel they can get more. You're probably right, guys. Let's give you an offer of, I mean, we've got money, 1.5 for Blugantini. Hopefully that might get the job done. Yeah, under 20. So who's not playing this next game? Diak still injured. Golab, we are actually playing, I think. We went strong team for this actually. I think Sonati is probably worth putting in. Is Anhali. Just make sure these guys are unused. That's probably the couple that we want. Rejected. Okay, let's negotiate. 2 mil. I mean, we've got the money from the Jones deal. Let's suggest terms on 2 mil. No, okay. 2.5. Come on, guys. And no, do one, Bayern. Who's Bayern now? Nagelsmann. Oh, you're back, are you? What's this? Just your second stint. Okay, to be fair, I've seen FMs where you go back a third time for filthy thirds, but just sloppy seconds for you this time. After a couple of months or 6 months or whatever that was at Freiburg you spent. But you can go do one, mate. Let's try and keep this guy because he looks good enough for me not to want to redo even more staff things. There we go. You've got a £500 a week pay rise there, mate. So be happy, please, and stay. Okay, Tonelli's out on loan. Except that you are good enough, actually. So let's tell you to impress him. We'll see where you are on your return. We'll give you a more positive comment than a lot of the other guys that we're going to bin off at the end of the year. All right, Tonelli's gone out. That's fine. That's fine. Training, can we praise this yet? No, we can't. Okay. Although he is it. No, we still can't. Okay. Mosquera is a bit down in the dumps, but he's about to leave and go to Liverpool, so that's fine. That's sure to improve his mood. I mean, at least Slot's not there. Actually, Deschamps is there in the save, so that, yeah, be fair, that could improve his mood. And right, Mosquera is going. Right, that's fine. Liverpool and Madrid are after that guy. Okay. Still rejected. Goodness me. How about we add installments now? 2 installments of 2 mil. How about that? We're getting to very close to. We'll go 1.5 actually to start off with. No, okay. Well, 2 mil, and we'll give you a 2.7 as well. How about that? And we'll even add in 10% profit of next sale as a. Just take that, please. I want to get this done before people notice. Right, Mosquera's off to Liverpool for 14.5, which, look, could we have got more? Yes, but he's 33 years old and on a massive wage. It's going to help us out quite a bit getting rid of him as we bring in younger, cheaper people who are homegrown. So Christian Mosquera departs for Liverpool. And hopefully with that money, we can actually spend it on a few other good young Italians in other positions as well, just to boost our youth teams, because they are weak, very weak. Not sure what Ange was doing there, but Mosquera's gone to Liverpool. We've got fitness tests. Neves is fit, is he? All right, Junior, all right, so I was going to sort this out so it's actually ready for the start of the season. So we want to put our proper team in here, which isn't going to happen because our extra centre back's not around. So let me do this as poorly as I currently can. Sungjun's probably going to have to go there. The right back was, yeah, we'll do that. We'll do that. Todes, where are you? You can go up there because you're the backup left back these days. Nakama is correct. We want, who else? Halal is in the midfield. It would usually be Diak alongside him, so we'll get this all set up so I can save it. Lopafito, Benson, and should be Raphael starting instead of Ferg. And that would be the strong team. And then Cosberg probably goes there. Cut. These good players can sort of go on the bench who have got a bit of a future. Dordovich, sure, why not? Right, so that would probably be the best team at the moment. We can just overwrite what we had at the start and make some changes now. So Junio's still injured, so we want to go with Lopafido. We want to chuck Big Ferg up top. Graf is still a bit cooked, so Torres does actually start here, although we could go, we would go Dordovich instead of Torres. Otherwise, not too bad actually. So Sunday's probably a way better option there. What we need, Diak. So Cosberg for you. We'll get another mid in there. Let's go and Hully for this, just for the sake of it. And for Junio, it is Kakache. Right, there we go. That's the team we want to put out for this. So, lovely stuff. Probably need to save too. It's been a while. But unfortunately, I think we're going to sneak a game in today. Sorry about that, people. We've only got 10 minutes before I have to wrap up, roughly. So we're not going to squeeze a week building and a game in that time. But we will be on Wednesday getting into the season proper. Hopefully most of the transfer stuff will be done. So we won't have to spend too long about that. I sold him because I just wanted to get rid of him, essentially. On 200 and something K a week, it was good to get rid of him. Let's be real. That might also pump up what we can do in the youth area as well. And rolled a success with a 10-0 over boys. Pianolese, slightly on the lower side. But yeah, Drago's gone off there. What's that? 6 goals from Advanced Playmaker. Goodness me. We'll get Crespo in. That's the P8. And now for the next game. Galatalo suspended. I did not know that. Right. So we really want that lad who's still at Juve. We definitely want Graf coming in for Dordovich. And getting old Torres as that guy who should be there. And Ferg needs to be registered, but that's fine. And if we have, we'll get the other centre back in and this guy can go where he is. Okay. So if we do our registration, I'll wait till we get the other guy in. Hopefully that gets triggered shortly-ish. Yes, that's fine. And you can go away. You've not got much futures. Let's say options, not necessarily here. And player recommendations, just in case we're missing someone who's really good and cheap. Okay, Lenilson still stayed at Batiste, and honestly, he's good, but he is a bit overpriced with that value. Oops, sorry. Just trying to get that unclosed. There we are. Right, okay, staff. I presume that all is. Ooh, 4 point. Right, I do like looking at them. Just cheat too. What did I do for this? Competent or Can play. Yeah, it doesn't make much difference, does it? So he probably is the one that we want there. So what do they want? 2.72 and then 20. We don't want a Ranger friendly, but we'll get that down to 15. And how about 750? 700 will be a bit tight. There we go. There's a good little small club. Medina. Okay. Hopefully we now got our guy. And a couple of extra staffies come in. And this is the deal that we've been waiting to do. Lovely. Get the sounds back, Shaun. Goodness me. Pirlo de Silas, who should be very good. Looks like a bit of a young beast. Does the lad from Juventus. He'll come in and do what he was doing there, be a squad player, but get a lot more game time here. I think he'll probably be our first choice off the bench with his potential. So that's a nice bit of business. As we try and bring in another young centre-back. No, we're not going to loan him back. We're going to potentially use you during the season. Same interest in Juventus. Are they going to pinch him? Now we've pinched the lad. Right, but I mean, you're kind of already on a fringe player, if we're being honest, but I don't want to tell you that, but you probably are a squad player, so we might as well leave that second one in there. Suggest there's promises. There we go. Right, and that's a dirt cheap wage. So this is a fun one. No worries about what's happening here. Even though it's kind of annoying when they do that bottom stuff. We'll even give you bonuses for goals and assists. Why does it start so high? Why does it start so high? He doesn't want that anywhere near that much. Just let me choose the option I just gave him. Can I type? I can. Does it work though? It does. Oh, wow, I should have done that sooner. Okay, there we go. 10.5, it'll rise over time, but that's still pretty good for a player who looks pretty good at 17. And he'll pretty much go sit in the youth teams, let's be honest. But we'll call him up if we get injuries. And that is the confirmation of De Silis. So we are now in a pretty good spot to try and register this team and figure out if we've stuffed up. We will go and give him a ball playing and also just the usual centre back. Okay, and he'll go on this bench where he was supposed to go Galatalo. Kind of want to start him. He's a bit more fit too. But he probably isn't quite at the Moname level yet, is he? Good bench player. But Monami's kind of that guy that maybe you look to start. And why have I not got another centre back? Oh, because suspension, duh. So we need to get rid of 2, 3, 4, 5. Have I stuffed this up? No, yeah, right, we need to sort that out. So we'll do that for the moment, but hopefully the other guy comes in and we'll be sweet. Okay. Suspension things. And how's Diak traveling? 5 to 10 and 5. They might be back in time. They're like Junio and Diak for this first game of the season, but we're not too bad, I don't think. I think we've done all right in the window at the moment. Let's just save. Now we've got those transfers locked up. Check registration. Now we'll pretty much do it for today, guys. It's apologies. Didn't quite get to the first game of the season, but Wednesday night we will start to do some proper on-field stuff here at Napoli. Not helped out yesterday by waiting for City a little bit, but even then it was a heavy transfer stream today. So let's just make sure that we actually can register all these players. So the good thing here is a lot of these guys don't need to be registered, which might also be a problem, but we'll see. He's under 22, so he doesn't. He does, he doesn't, he does. So we are at the moment flying with these youngsters we've bought. Yep, that's cool. There's a few guys here that we've got a lot of club players that don't actually need to be registered. So that's probably a thing that we are going to get pulled up on at some stage. But we have youth in this team up quite a bit. Yes, you are fine. So Fergie comes in. Otherwise, this team is absolutely easily registering. We could have signed another couple of players, really. We'll see how we go once we sort that out. And if we include the young teams and sort this out by age, yeah, we are very, very fine. So that is good. Okay. And do not show players not at the club. Okay. But we're in a nice spot. We have only got 17 players registered, so that is very nice. Champions League might be interesting, but we're in a pretty good spot, and he will be registered when we hit continue. So let's do that. Or he should be. Goodness me. But yeah, I like that window. Maybe in hindsight, could have actually gone with a right winger instead of Ferguson. It probably had some more promising options in that position if we find some more money, maybe through something else. We've still got a couple of clauses that we can work with. We could do something, maybe. But how's Tyler? He's only okay. He's only okay. Have City found a manager yet? No, they're just useless. Yeah, I don't get that City thing. I suspected it was going to happen because I did the thing where the Napoli job got taken off the table for some dumb reason. They're not even hiring anyone for the women's team either, so they're just hopeless, City. Just mental scenes. Botafogo would have been quite fun in hindsight. But yeah, I think that is where we will leave things for today. Sorry I didn't get to a game, but we'll sort that out for next time. There's not a lot of options live. Timot's live if you want to go over there, but we rated them yesterday. Probably a bit weird if we rate them back-to-back days. But I'll catch you guys on Wednesday night, 6:30 PM New Zealand time. We will be playing our first games here at Napoli. Serie A, we've got Torino. Hopefully that young centre-back also gets signed, but that's not going to impact our registration at all. They spent a little bit. We can oh wow, that wage is so good. Okay, we might be spending more than I think as well on the next stream because we've got a lot of spare wage. So we can have some fun. We may even play around with a right wing option actually, and then that might make the Ferguson signing look a little bit bad. But our fixture schedule is Torino, Lecce. The first four are games that you probably expect us to do quite well in until we get to that Atlanta, Juve, Inter, Par, but we'll see if we get that far during a transfer window and whatnot. But until I see you guys on Wednesday night, thanks for coming in. Have a good start to your week. Bye.